Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Teamworks. Hopefully you survived your kickoff. Hopefully you got through your first session with creating the culture and the team rules, or team promises I should say. Hopefully you got that all behind you now. Let's get ready to have some rip-roaring fun. Now, we're going to do a lot of team building activities, so don't forget, you're in the team building and leadership development phase. Again, don't forget, you're in the team building and leadership development phase. So we're going to have some fun. So what are we going to do? We're going to start off, as we usually do, with what's good with you. And our question of the day for this activity is, what do you like most about working on a team? So again, what do you like most about working on a team? And get the kids to talk about it so they can really talk about all those good qualities about working on a team. Then you're going to throw out a whammy and you're going to say, what do you like least about working on a team? So now you can start working through those little kinks as far as that team kind of thing going on, and making sure that, let's try to stay away from all the things that we don't like when we're playing on a team. Alright, so what do you like most? What do you like least? And having a good, healthy discussion about what it means to be on a team and what is the expectation of everybody on the team to play on a team. As you guys know, sometimes there are different interpretations, but this is a great opportunity for you to set the tone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about being on a team, set the tone, so that then we can embark and go into the cool team building activities. Alright, so these team building activities, when you're in a team building phase, what is the purpose at the end of the day? To get the kids to work more purposely and cooperatively together. So that's it in a nutshell. To get them to work more purposely, finding roles and value in everybody on the team, and more cooperatively. Then how do we bring that all together and work as a united team? And that's it at the end of the day. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I love the team building stuff because it really goes a long way for the kids. Now, what's our first activity? It's called Cup Stack. Yes, many of you probably remember it from training. Cup Stack, really fun, pretty simple. We're going to give you some Dixie cups. I'm sure you remember these. They probably give you memories of the dentist, but that's what they are, little Dixie cups. And they're going to really, at the end of the day, just stack them in the form of a pyramid. All right, stack them in a form in a pyramid. And how do we do that? We're going to give you a rubber band. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a little tiny rubber band that's going to act as an apparatus. It'll be like a valve. So it'll open and close, and that's really how they're going to, move the cups. They can't use their hands. So you're going to get a rubber band, you're going to get some yarn, and you're going to tie it kind of like a sunburst. And I've got a little example. It's like a little cooking show here, already pre-made. And it'll be tied to the rubber band. All right, really quickly, simply. And there should be one piece of string for every student. So one piece of string for every student, all right? And this is their apparatus. And they'll pull and they'll tug and they'll move their cups. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I put it on there, and you see if everyone was holding it, they would tug and pull, and that's how they would move it. And at the end of the day, pretty simply, they're going to create a pyramid. All right? Moving around these cups or whatnot, and they create a pyramid. A pyramid. It's going to be challenging. The cup's going to flip over. Just remind them they can't use their hands, and they'll be using that little rubber band string to try to flip it over, and so on and so forth. But they're just trying to create that pyramid, and it really is going to force group cooperation and strategy. And that's Cup Stack at the end of the day. Pretty simple. Hopefully you remember it from training. One of my all-time favorites. The next one is the main activity, the tallest tower standing. And this one is team building with some leadership development opportunity. So you're going to break your team up into three subgroups. In those subgroups, they have to vote. They have to identify one team leader. So while they're in those subgroups, they're identifying their one team leader, and now you're going to explain the activity. And the activity, pretty simply, is we're going to give you some construction paper, different sizes of construction paper, and some masking tape. And what they have to do is create the tallest tower, and it's a timed team competition. Here's some additional rules. It has to be built on the floor, go straight up, and it can't be taped on the floor. So they can't do any cheating to keep it to, stabilize or whatnot. But it has to be on the floor. They can't tape the base, and the tallest tower, of course, is the winner. Pretty simple. So while they're in those three subgroups, they're looking for that one team leader. They're now strategizing, now that they understand, the concept of building this tower with construction paper. You give them 5 minutes, and then bam, when the 5 minutes is over, you switch it up and you throw a little whammy on them. Now those team leaders have to rotate to other teams, and guess what? Now they have to make a decision with this new leader. Do they want to stick to the original plan, or do they want to go with a new plan because now they got a new team leader? And now you only give them 2 minutes, all right? So in the first round with the first leaders, 5 minutes. The second round with the new leaders, only 2 minutes, all right? 2 minutes. And then when it's all said and done, you've given them this 2 minutes, you ring your bell, you blow your whistle, you give them the signal to get ready and go. And then they go. And now in their teams, they're going to build the tallest tower. And how does that work? Pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. They're just going to use the construction paper and some tape, and they're going to just tape these things together however they see fit. Let them decide. Again, you want to challenge their critical thinking skills and their problem-solving skills. And then, you know, they'll just tape it together and they'll create a tower of some sort. And I'm going to create you a quick makeshift one. And voila. But I probably could have done a lot more with some team members on my team. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. So don't forget, use the curriculum to generate conversation. If you've seen the pyramids, talk about the pyramids. If you know something about construction and architecture, talk about it. But don't forget, these are just merely prompts and tools for you to build and cultivate relationships with your kids, because that's what mentoring is. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to do your team bucks. Don't forget your one big thing I learned at the end of session. And most importantly, what's my favorite F word? F-U-N. Don't forget to have lots of fun. It's Will signing out.